These are cool. I think you're gonna love it. Check it out. What is up, my friends? I'm gonna tell you about my favorite new camera. No, it's not a Sony. It's not an Nikon. It's not a Canon. It's this guy. This is the Insta 360 X3. It's a 360 camera, and man, can it do a lot of fun things. This is a 360 camera, which means it films in all directions at all times if you choose that mode for it. It's waterproof. You can submerge it, you can put it underwater and get some fantastic shots. What you do is with the software, you can choose after you've filmed where you want it to look, where you want it to go. You can choose it frame by frame. You can go up, down, left, right. It records in 5.7K. And the reason it does that is because once you set the aspect ratio to be a normal viewing angle in post, it's really condensing it down to 4K resolution. That was very important to me. I didn't want it to be a low resolution video. And I've been using this on my documentary, On the Border. I've been using this, if you want to see some of that footage, you can go to theusborder.com. I've been using it for the shoots that I do. I just shot a big Indian wedding for a real wedding workshop that I did in DC. Used it for that. I'm going to share some of that footage. You get some incredible shots, incredible footage that you normally wouldn't get from either a video or a stills perspective. But it also is a tremendous tool for me to use as a BTS. It really gives me the ability to honestly kind of have my own video man there. If you take this and you extend it all the way out, and it goes, as you can tell, it goes a long way, right? If I'm able to hold the monopod with my left hand and I shoot with my right, I'm getting BTS footage of me doing what I do, which is honestly pretty incredible. When I'm doing interviews as part of my documentary, when I hold the monopod out like this, and it is carbon fiber, pretty strong, and it's $89, and the camera itself is $479, something like that. When I hold it out like this, it gives me a really cool perspective for me to be able to see who I'm talking to and what I'm doing. And if you want to be able to engage with people and not have a camera right in their face, and you just want to be able to film yourself and the subject talking, shooting, whatever you're doing, it's a really cool way for you to be able to do that. Let's check this out over here. There's like an abandoned van. This is one of my favorite moves. You pull it up and down, and it just gives you such a really cool perspective from going really tight to very wide. It's about 10 feet that it extends to, but it shrinks down once you fully collapse it. Maybe, I don't know, 14, 16 inches, something like that. This is another monopod made by Insta360 for this camera. The reason I have this one is because it has the feet on the bottom. This is also a great way for you to put this camera in between you and your subjects. If you stand too close, it's really gonna warp. But if you give yourself about this much distance, you can actually be filming your client, your subject, and doing BTS of you doing the job. I'm sitting here taking pictures, and it's showing both that and me at the same time, and I can just switch around and get some really creative shots. It's more intuitive for you to think that the lenses have to face the subject and face me. It doesn't matter, because it's literally filming 360 all the way around. So you can put it like this, it's still gonna get that 360 all the way around. If I were you guys, I'd buy both of these simply because they're just very different applications. I used this at the wedding I just shot. We set off some smoke bombs, and I got some shots of the bride and groom in front of the smoke bombs and me filming on the other side like I just showed you. And then this is just, even when I'm doing the border stuff and I'm able to place this at or above the top of the border wall to get some really cool shots, go in between the slats of the border wall. A few things that are very important that I've learned with this are as such. These lenses are muy sensitivo. They're very sensitive. You can damage them very easily. This little soft pouch comes with Insta360. This sucker stays on this guy at all times when I'm not shooting. So I'll put it on like this. And it is the glove, and it fits, so you don't have to acquit. You can just put it right over it, and it protects these lenses, and that is very important. So they have something called sticky lens guard. They sell them for like $20 by Insta360. The sticky lens guards suck. I bought them because I had read just how sensitive these were, and they can't be damaged so easily. And so I put them on and I was excited and I was starting to stick it through things and, you know, used it down to the border. And within 2 minutes, I had wrecked the sticky lens guards. You cannot treat it like an action cam from the perspective that you will destroy this. Great news is what you do with the editing portion of this is you pull up the Insta Studio, which is their version of the software specifically made for 360 cameras. You import the files, and then what happens is from there you can manipulate them and export them out. So what I will do is I will, you know, do all of the keyframing. You can choose how wide you want the shot to be. You can click on normal mode and choose how wide you want it to be, which is very, very helpful. And then what I do is I will export that file out from the Insta Studio software and just import it into Final Cut Pro and just patch it in. It does have a microphone on it, so you will be able to pick up audio on it. Perfect. Love it. All right, we're just practicing different poses while we're waiting.
Okay.
Again, if you really want good audio, you should be mic'd like I am now. But if you're in a pinch and you just have this out and something unexpected happens, and it could be very helpful for that reason. And I am grateful that it does have a mic on it. Battery will pop in and out. This is where you put your memory card. It's a micro SD. On a full charge, it charges by USB-C. On a full charge, I will get anywhere from, I don't know, 90 minutes to 2 hours on this guy. It has this cool little opening. Just plug it in right there and you're good to go. I do have an extra battery for this, but I very rarely need it because that method that I utilize of shooting with it and then coming back and charging it is just working really well for me, so I don't need that. I do love the fact that it is waterproof, so if it's raining, if it did get wet, I could get some really cool shots. If you have clear water conditions, being able to put this in the water and get a 360 view of everything is phenomenal. Some people call this a fake drone effect because you can get the drone look with it getting above you when you use this guy. I still love my drones. It doesn't replace my drone. It's just an added thing that does a little bit of everything. So it really can be a very valuable tool for you, especially if you're trying to record yourself and what you're doing. As I'm doing all this crazy documentary work and everything else, I still want to try to create informative videos that help all of you to understand what I'm using and why, to be able to enhance your creative journey. So thank you for watching. And I really appreciate you guys. I really do. If you see the links below, click on it. This was an Amazon only thing. This is not something I could get at Best Buy. Let me know your thoughts. Have you tried a 360 camera? Let me know what you think. Let me know if this was beneficial to you. I would appreciate it very much if you would go to my documentary website, theusborder.com. I'm covering the story from both angles. So if you think it's going to be super far right or super far left, it's not. It's just showing you what's happening. I'd appreciate you checking that out. Let me know what you think. Anything that I do, if you can't help me, if you can't come to a workshop or can't do anything else to help support me so I can make these videos, share. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Till next time, keep shooting, never give up on your dreams. Find the regular that works for you. And remember, you only have one chance to get it right. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.